Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Same Spirit Gaming. My name's Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
We got more Sonic Frontiers. We are on the last island in the game.
Yes.
At least before we get to any of the post-game kind of stuff. Although I think all of that also takes place on Ouranos Island.
Yeah. This is interesting because I thought the last island was just like almost nothing, but I guess you have a normal Sonic course on here.
Yeah, I guess the previous island was the one that was almost nothing, really.
Yeah. I guess that
it says I need to collect vault keys from portals. Problem is, I need to get portal gears. And figure out where the portals are in the first place.
Yeah. Oh, it's very cloudy.
I'm collecting memory tokens, which I'm sure will be needed eventually, but...
Oh, I think this is the hard one. Maybe not. I don't know where the hard one was. Also, maybe you're
slightly
really
off on
now.
that one.
I struggled with these things, I don't know why.
Nope, come on. Why are you not going? There we go. Okay. I thought that one was a double jump. It was not.
Attack increase thing.
Yeah, definitely before I go into the post-game stuff, I want to find both the Elder and Hermit Coco.
Yes, that's true.
Boost my stats as much as possible. But again, I need to get portal gears first, which means I guess really I should be focused more on like finding some of the enemies that would likely give me said portal gears.
Weird.
I'm also realizing I have gone this entire playthrough without doing a particular minigame as of yet.
Oh, yeah.
There are, let's just say, extra portals. I think one on each island, pretty much, that give you access to, like, a fishing minigame.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
That's what all the purple coins are about and stuff like that.
I forgot about the fishing.
Oh. This thing. If this is what I think it is, this is quite possibly my least favorite enemy in the game.
Wow, I don't remember fighting this.
It's probably not, like, absolutely necessary.
Weird. I don't remember this one at all. That's crazy.
Do I need to side loop this? Okay. Yes. But then it continues elsewhere.
Oh, jeez.
So I gotta keep side looping these things. Meanwhile, it drains rings from me.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
And this next spot is elevated. And I gotta find a particular path to it.
So is this your least favorite one, or is there a different one?
This, on the whole, is probably my least favorite enemy. Just because it's, like, such a convoluted way that you gotta try and deal with it.
And the ring draining is horrible.
Yeah. Especially when it throws other stuff at you that'll make you lose rings in the meantime.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're getting low.
Wasn't so bad until right near the end there.
Okay.
But hey, I got a portal gear somewhere around here.
Fell down, maybe?
There
There it is.
Okay. Well, we did realize earlier there's a real cheesy way of getting more rings. If I really need them,
Yeah.
I could just stand in one spot or move around in one spot and do this endlessly if I needed to. But I'm not going to waste our time like that right now.
Yeah, 271's good enough.
And I'm sure I'll get more while I find other things. I'm probably way off of... I thought it was, like, going to be way far removed from any part of the map that I revealed. Also, do any of the... That only requires one portal gear. Okay.
No, you're good.
Maybe I should work back that way here in a sec.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello. Rings. Attack thing.
Treasure box thing.
Hey, this.
Ah, this one's easy. Easy peasy. Doesn't even change the whole time? Wow, that was...
Yeah, the other one I did like that. At least it picked up speed over time.
Yeah.
Well, I know where one of the Chaos Emeralds is now. Meanwhile,
What
okay,
is that?
over to this portal next, I guess. Also, I can get the loop kick now, which means I've
Yay.
unlocked all of this stuff.
Nice. Dang, so cool.
Which makes the ability to continue getting more kind of pointless. More of the, like, skill points or whatever.
Yeah. It's too bad you can't, like, invest them in one of the spots and then make it more powerful or something.
If I were going to make one change, that would be my first choice.
Don't make the skill points useless after you max the tree out. Or they could also do a system where you like cash it in for the attack points and defense points or something.
Okay, while I'm here, I might as well try and solve this thing. Which means it could take a moment before I get to much of anything else.
Well, that sounds like a good opportunity for the passage of the day.
That was kind of what I was getting to.
All right. This one, I'm not, like I was telling Matt, I'm not trying to do a whole like predestination theme, but these two just showed up and I was like, oh man, there's some interesting stuff to talk about. So okay, here we go. This is Philippians 2, 12 through 13. 12 and 13. Okay. Therefore, my dear friends, as you have always obeyed, not only in my presence, but now much more in my absence, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose. So this is another case where, like, okay, it says, for it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose. And, like, they might look at that and say, oh, well, there you go. Like, God controls your actions and you're predestined and that's it. But once again, I think it's a little bit more nuanced than that. And once again, it's like the people who accept the Spirit, accept God, and want to do his will, allow God to work through them, kind of a thing. And it even says in the first verse, which probably is overlooked, not only in my presence, but now much more in my absence, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. And this is my question to people who believe in predestination. Why would he need to give instruction if it's all predestined? Why would he need to say, like, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling if your salvation was already predetermined? There would be no need to instruct that or even say it, because it's already set. Like, you don't even need to think about it, right? So yeah, I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like the whole predestination belief for a lot of people is just like, they don't understand how somebody could reject God. Like, if you know about Jesus, you know about God, like, how could you possibly say no and reject? But lots of people struggle with, like, if God is good and loves us, how can you let bad things happen? And even though we can try to explain it to them, they won't understand and therefore reject God. There's many, many reasons. I mean, that's just one. Yeah. But
also, I will point out that all throughout the Old Testament, there are tons of examples of people who recognize the fact that, the Lord, the God of Israel, exists, but they still don't worship him.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
If they really knew what the God of Israel was like and all the things that he had done even up to that point, wouldn't you think that they would want to worship said God? Same general kind of idea, I would think, for, people who know Jesus exists nowadays and still refuse to believe.
Right. Speaking of the Old Testament, we're looking at you, Egypt, and Pharaoh of Egypt.
And not even just... Not even just Egypt, but plenty of other nations and rulers of said nations in the Old Testament.
But yeah, it's like, I think part of the confusion also is the word will is used a lot. And, I've heard people say, like, well, if something is God's will and you're just a human, how could you go against God's will? And I think there's like a difference between like God's absolute will and his permissive will. Like it's like you can have a plan, like what you want to happen, but like God allows things to happen that aren't according to like his absolute plan. So it's like, oh, I want my kid to have a successful career, or you could even say, I want my kid to be a doctor. Just say that I want my kid to be a doctor because he's very successful, and it's going to be really hard, but once you do it, you're going to have an easier life or whatever. But so that's like your will. That's what you want to happen. But your kid is more interested in something else, and somehow figures out a way to be successful another way. Well, that's like, okay, it's not the plan you had, but
yeah,
it can still work out in a similar way.
In that case, the absolute will would be more like, okay, I want you to be successful, And, you know, you might even take steps to try and set them up to be successful.
Yeah.
But, you know, then the details of how that happens might be subject to change, I guess. I don't know if that's the best explanation of it.
It's like, you know, you, like, things are different, but you can use those things to achieve the same goal. Like, let's say the kid is interested in science, or even something like mathematics or philosophy, whatever it is. You can find ways to be successful in different fields. So it's just like using what you have to be successful too. Which, yeah, I feel like is a good kind of analogy. Because we all do things that are not according to the absolute will, and things can work out still. I see that gear over there.
Okay. There's that whole thing defeated. Yeah, I guess my thinking might be more along the lines of, like, yeah, okay, there's some things that absolutely God will make sure that they happen,
Yeah.
you know, over the course of time. Like, the ultimate plan of defeating Satan and sin in general and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. There's the absolute plan, but, you know, God being a loving God, a just God, also one who is not going to, or at least not prone, I guess, for lack of a better word, to, you know, trying to force things. You know, we, I guess, then you could argue, have a hand in deciding, I don't know if that's the best word, but in I don't know, we can have as much or as little of a hand in that as we choose. And
Yeah, that's
if
a good way to
we
put
don't go along with God's plan to work through us, then, well, he'll use other means. It takes me back to, I forget where it is exactly, but it was like right around the time when Jesus was entering Jerusalem, just a little bit before his ultimate, you know, crucifixion and all that kind of stuff. People were praising him, and something came up in the conversation where it was like, even if these people didn't, the rocks would cry out. And
oh, interesting.
so, like, the plan was for Jesus to be praised. The details of how exactly he would be praised apparently could have been subject to change.
Yeah, so it's like the plan is moving forward. Like, his will be done. It's just, do you want to be a part of it or not? That's kind of how it works.
Okay, meanwhile, I'm thinking I might actually need to go back to the other islands in between recordings and find the Elder Cocoa there. Because my ring capacity barely went up, and I assume that's because it's only counting the cocoa that I've found on this island.
Oh, wow. Interesting. That's weird. That doesn't seem like it should work like that. It's weird.
Well, I found a Chaos Emerald. The problem is I still need more vault keys. Oh, I really only need one more. If I knew that, maybe I would have just redone this portal here.
Well, it looks like we might have one more episode after this for the final battle.
Oh, yeah, at least one more.
At least one more.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I still have, like, a whole another island's worth of stuff to do.
Man, I don't know why, I just forgot, like, how much there was after, you know, the friendship ring thing. After they cleared the corruption. I just thought that was final battle was next.
Not at all what I was trying to do.
Yeah, I will try not to pick any more.
Wow, that took away a lot of rings.
Oh, wow, yeah. I'll try to stay away from some of the predestination stuff now. I think we've covered that topic, you know, pretty good lately.
I can't damage it. Well, it's got the spikes out like that. But maybe I can aim for the head. Except it moved. There we go.
Nice.
Nope. Didn't want to do that.
0 rings. Oh no. Dang. It's intense. You got it.
Okay, jeez. Another portal gear. I know I'm gonna need that. Meanwhile, I'm doing all sorts of exploring around that may or may not even lead to anything like what I'm trying to get to at the moment.
That's all right. It's part of the game.
I already did this. I'm gonna go ahead and hop on over to this portal. Hopefully one more go at it will at least get me one more key.
Yeah. Clear with S rank, you can do that. Easy.
And or maybe the just regular ring count. I'm a little less confident in getting all the red star rings. I'm like
Yeah.
a little confused about the path of this particular spot and how oh, you know what? Might have missed an opportunity right there. There was an upper path at that point.
Okay. Sometimes they're really hard to find.
Uh-huh. There's also this.
Yeah.
Could have been a red ring there. All sorts of possibilities. That one I already got. That was the second one, I think. So I definitely missed wherever the first red ring is. Whoa. That's number 3. I already got the regular ring requirement somehow.
Alright, good. That's one you need then. Oh wait, no, you're saying you got it before.
Well, no, I actually don't think I got the regular ring goal before.
Wahoo!
Okay. Hopefully... Okay, got an S time, got an S rank time,
Wow.
and got the ring requirement. Okay,
Nice.
2 more keys.
That's all you need.
Alright, whatever. Not gonna waste time with that, but if you're looking to get the highest combo possible, that's pretty much the way to do it. Okay, vault was unsealed. It can now be opened with keys.
A vault key.
I love how it says a vault key, like I didn't have to get multiple for that. Okay. I really didn't need to set a waypoint there. It's already got one for me. Oh.
You know, a lot on this channel, I would ask you about like movies and stuff. And I was just thinking, man, I haven't really like talked about movies lately, but the truth is there just has not been any interesting movies coming out in theaters, like at all. I don't know what is going on. There's just nothing. Like my wife and I, that used to be like our go-to thing. Like my parents would watch the kids. We would go on a date and typically it'd be dinner and a movie. Now it's like a lot of times we don't even know what to do. Actually, something we've been doing recently is, it's going to sound weird. We've been going to like random pawn shops in the area because they have some like interesting and cheap stuff. It's kind of fun, but and it, you know what? I'm gonna say it costs about as much as a movie theater at the end of the day. It's getting expensive. But yeah, anyway, I'm just complaining about how there's no movies to watch anymore. I don't know what's going on. I bought, on our last pawn shop expedition, I bought Pokemon Let's Go Eevee for the Switch. Maybe I'll play that on Same Spirit Gaming. Which, if you don't know, it's a remake of Pokemon Yellow. So it's the old, like, Kanto, but super upgraded graphics and stuff. So I like that.
Well, and I think some of the mechanics are a little bit different, too.
Oh,
like
yeah. Yeah,
uses
I played
some of the Pokemon Go mechanics.
Yes. Which is interesting. It might be interesting just to visit because of that. It's like when you catch a Pokemon, it gives your whole party experience. So it's actually faster when you're training to just go around catching stuff. And additionally, you can see the Pokemon in the grass. So it's not like wild or random encounters. It's like, you know, like you can avoid or go to which ones you want, which is good in one way because you can see if one of them is shiny before going into the encounter. So if you wanted to do like an all shiny run, you could more easily do that. And yes, people do all shiny Pokemon runs.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I mean, I know the shiny Pokemon are supposed to be stronger.
What? Is that true? I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. Either that or it's more common for them to have, like, certain beneficial natures and whatnot.
Yeah. No, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You could be totally right. I just didn't know that. Yeah.
I need some rings, dang it. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will play that on here because we were talking about how, I don't think we can do a Pokemon run because it would take too long. But I think this one is like streamlined, so it won't actually take a super long time.
Well, if we're even remotely contemplating Kingdom Hearts stuff, then a Pokemon run wouldn't be that long by comparison.
That's true, that's true.
What the heck hit me there? I don't like this. I am out of rings. That's the main thing I'm not liking.
Yeah. This is, like, what is going on? I'm just... You're getting yellow orbs and blue orbs and...
Oh, really? I thought the laser was permanently going to be down low at, like, the level of the circle that I was doing there. Okay, you know what? Forget that. That's not even what I'm going for. And like every hit that I was taking was basically getting rid of all of my rings.
Yeah, that was kind of horrible.
Again, I'm really thinking I need to go back to other islands and,
Yeah.
you know, boost my stats up there.
Right.
For now, I'm realizing we should probably wrap up this episode.
All right. Yeah, that's about that time.
So, maybe in between I'll get more of this map revealed, and B, try and get myself some higher stats. Oh.
All right.
I see a fish marker on the map here. I'm wondering if that's like one of those kind of portals that does the fishing mini game. Probably.
I mean, it wouldn't be a horrible idea to do some fishing, right? Because it can give you stats.
Yeah, there's some helpful stuff you can get from those too. And yeah, southern fishing spot.
I don't know, it's up to you.
I mean, we could take a brief look at it.
Fishing break.
Oh, hey, Sonic. You come here to fish too?
Yep, of course, if there's fishing, there is Big the cat.
Doing here? How did you get
I remember doing the fishing, and
I don't know.
like it was just so easy to get all of the fish in a given island.
Of course you are.
Would you like to try? I'll let...
I guess it wouldn't hurt to detense for a second.
Do you know how to fish? Hey, you
Yeah.
right. Sonic, I'll leave it.
It's gonna actually
Can you
teach me
see
how to
the
do the
red
fishing
bubbles when the...
first.
I forgot about the lightning face
Yeah.
when he gets a fish. This was weird to me because the fish are like hyper realistic, and then you have like cartoony Big the cat right behind it.
I'll trade you if you get plenty of tokens.
But yeah, they made the fish models like too realistic in my opinion. Doesn't fit.
Get treasure tokens from Big by catching fish. Once Sonic has accumulated a good amount of tokens, head to the trade tokens to trade them for items that will aid in his adventure. A gold card is an item that can be exchanged for one of the items on the list. Think carefully about which item will be most useful. Uh-huh.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
So you can spend the purple coins to do the fishing. Top right shows you what you can trade your fishing tokens in for,
Oh yeah, that's right.
which it seems darn near pointless to me to get the rings or skill pieces in that way.
Yeah, what the heck?
Probably the memory tokens wouldn't be necessary either. I mean, the other stuff could be helpful theoretically, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
I just feel like if you can get them a different method, why wouldn't you?
yeah. Okay. That's really gonna do it for now.
Yeah.
Now you know what the fishing looks like. There's one of those on every island, I'm pretty sure. Except maybe Rhea Island. You know,
And
the
they
one
have
we just did
different-
before this with the towers.
They all have different fish, right?
I think so?
I think so too. I just couldn't remember for sure.
Oh, geez, no. I do not want to deal with that thing. the thing that can steal Chaos Emeralds. It was there briefly.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay, anyway. That's, yeah. I better just stay here and not do anything else, lest I get distracted and we make the episode even longer. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe so you don't miss anything else.
Yeah.
we're going to do the classic end or the original end, and then get into the like kind of post-game updated stuff that
Yeah. I haven't seen.
is a lot more in and of itself.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it. I've never seen that.
So anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll
Yep.
see you soon. For now, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.